I know I'm stressing out so much, like I don't know what to do, I don't know what to feel, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like things are making sense, and that's why I'm in a really conflicting area. Like I'm living my dream. I'm in the heart of LA, attending my dream school, finally meeting people in a healthy relationship, but things can still be really tough, you know? Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, More Marisa. My name is Marisavasquezz, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I will be talking about many things throughout this channel, such as my experience in grad school, my mental health, and my family, all things that are very important to me, all things that I am currently experiencing through life. Since I mentioned some of those things, some of these topics I will be talking about today. As you can see, the title of this video is a life update. I'm going to be giving out a love update. I meant to say life update, but yeah, love update as well too. Speaking of love, me and Kenny also have our YouTube channel. We are no longer, oh, I like that. Go ahead, hair, go ahead. We're no longer active on our YouTube channel. We took a break as we posted in our announcements, but feel free to still stay tuned and give us a subscribe and watch our old videos. Today, I'm really excited, kind of nervous as always. Not the best scenery, but hey, I love being outside. I got some flowers in the back. We're gonna make this video work. One thing about me is I may not have a lot, but I still do a lot. I'm very resourceful. I try to make use of things that I don't have. Like this tripod right now is still pissing me off. So I apologize if this looks very lopsided because the tripod is very lopsided, and I apologize if there's a lot of people in the back. If you can hear a lot of noise in the back, clearly I'm outside. I'm in Los Angeles and I don't have much space to really film inside where I live. So like I said, I'm making the best of what I have. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I have a lot to kind of go through and share. I'm doing this video always for myself too. It's not just always spilling the tea. I don't think I have a lot of people really eager to know what's going on, but hey, when I would love to look back and be like, girl, you're doing great. You're where you need to be. So yeah, I'm gonna be going through topics. I think I have like 3 topics to go through. I'm gonna be talking about grad school, my mental health and how it's been lately, and I'm going to be talking about my accomplishments as well. And since I said love update, yeah, sure, why not? I'll be talking about me and Kenny as well. I want to see how far I came, and reflecting is honestly one of my biggest things that I enjoy doing. I need to do it more. I have big news today, and I noticed that when I heard the big news, I didn't really like react, you know? And I'm like, what? Like, this is why reflecting is so important, because, and this is why this video is so important, because looking back on it, maybe 6 months later or a year later, I want to react and be like, wow, like I am past what I went through, and wow, reflecting is just a tool that I also recommend to my clients. All right, so let's get into it. What has been going on? Well, a lot has been going on. I still feel like my life is a movie, and it's so funny. I've been rewatching Hannah Montana. Shout out to my friend AJ for giving me Disney Plus. I've been watching Hannah Montana, and man, I relate to that girl so much. I mean, I've kind of said it in my very first video. I remind myself of that life. Just the biggest difference is I'm not famous. But yeah, I really relate to that show. I really do feel like I have a double life. I have one life in Boston, I have one life here. Some people know me as extroverted. I'm sure some people know me as introverted. Some people know me as loud. Some people know me as emotional. There's a lot of just different sides to me, and I also feel like I have no idea what I'm doing here in LA. And even when I'm back in Boston, my life is pretty comfortable, but there's still things like, you know, that I don't know. I'm just going through it, y'all. Like, adulting is just a weird phase. Like, it really is. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, who even am I? Like, hello? Grad school. Woo! Y'all, I graduate in 2 months. Y'all, I am feeling mixed emotions. I'm feeling both happy and I'm feeling nervous. I'm happy because I'm like 3 years into the master's program. I don't know if I mentioned this in my other video before. Master's program was typically supposed to be 1 year. My program was 3 years. Again, if you want to hear more about my experience, please comment down below, and I would love to discuss all of that, because that's for another video itself. Like, I cannot fit any of that into this video, because that would take up this entire video. But if you want to hear more about that journey, and I have a story for everything, I'm pretty much an open book. So again, comment down below if you want to hear more about my experience. Oh my god. But in a nutshell, 3 years. And I went straight from undergrad, so finished 4 years, then went straight to master's. Thought it was gonna be 1 year, turned out to be 3 years. So what? That's 7 years of college back to back. Like, at least give me my doctorate degree at this point. So I'm tired. Your girl is tired. I feel like I just peaked out of feeling burnt out. I feel like I was burnt out for 2 months straight from like December to February, and it was not a good experience. I'm really hard on myself, so when I feel burnt out, I'm like, why am I feeling burnt out? I'm not even a licensed social worker yet, you know, or I'm still in school to enhance my skills to be a social worker. Why am I feeling burnt out? So I question a lot of my experience, and that's what makes my life hectic, because I'm hard on myself and I'm just like, it shouldn't be like this. Like, why is this so hard? I'm very exhausted. This program really keeps me busy. It is both rigorous and demanding, and I'm not trying to get into it too much because, again, that's for a video of itself. But yeah, what we do, classes, we have like 2 to 3 classes a week, and those classes are 3 hours long. My ADHD self cannot. I don't know how I'm doing it. We are required to do an internship that's 24 hours a week. And then I love to keep myself busy. I love to be involved. I'm so passionate about that. It doesn't just stop at class and internship. I'm also working part-time as a mental health counselor, and I'm also on a dance team, which you all know, which is more hours. And then I'm also president of student organization, or think of like student government within my program. So your girl is a leader, your girl is involved, your girl does so many things outside of USC and outside of being just a student. So I'm tired, I'm ready to graduate, and that's when the fear of the unknown and confusion starts, because I'm so used to my life and I'm so used to being a student that I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do with myself after I graduate? So I have an idea, you know, I'm still gonna be like involved in the community because that's what I'm really passionate about, and still dancing, but I'm so used to the school life. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, gonna really start my big girl job. Am I built for this? Can I do it? So imposter syndrome comes in. I still am experiencing imposter syndrome and experience that throughout my entire life, but mainly here at USC, which is a common theme, which doesn't make me feel alone. But I'm also feeling imposter syndrome post-graduating because I don't know what to do with myself, and I'm still new here in LA, and I don't even know what street we're on. Like, I'm lost, y'all. Like, I'm so scared. So if you have any tips on adulting and tips post-graduation and tips on just life and transition, please comment down below and help your girl out, or provide me some resources or other YouTube videos, because I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. But yeah, with the 2 months left, yeah, I'm feeling mixed emotions. I'm so excited because my family is coming from Boston. Like, 17 of us are coming. I feel the love. My therapist was like, because I shared with her that I also have, again, mixed feelings is probably what you're gonna hear throughout this entire video. Mixed emotions with everything. Comment down below if that's normal. I just need to feel normal. I just don't feel normal sometimes. Again, imposter syndrome. So yeah, I shared with my therapist, like, I have mixed emotions that my family is coming and all that, and she was like, take a look at the fact that they're coming. You know, they're all the way in Boston. Some of them have never been to California. Some of them haven't. It's been a long time, and my family watching this, not gonna lie, that was pretty surprising when I heard y'all were coming, because y'all be staying where you're at. One thing about my family, we work so hard and we go through a lot, and we deserve a vacation. So the fact that they're coming, just like, love the support. And my therapist was right, there is a lot of love for me, and I'm like, thanks. So yeah, 17 of them are coming. I'm excited, nervous, happy, all of that. I can't wait for them to experience my life, me and Kenny's life here in LA, and USC is right in the heart of LA, so that's amazing. And I can't wait for them to experience that and to have fun. And there definitely will be a vlog coming up, so stay tuned. And just kind of reflecting on my grad program, like, 3 years really went by so fast. I am also not ready to close this chapter. One thing about me, it's really hard for me to adjust. It was a hard time adjusting to be a grad student and accept this experience that I am experiencing. But at the same time, it's just like, wow, I'm also not ready to graduate. Like, there's so many things that I don't know. There's so many questions I have. Like, still feel very unsure in my future career as a social worker. I'm gonna miss dancing. I feel like I'm gonna, like, low-key miss the student life, not the essays and all those other stuff, but you get me. Yeah, I'm just nervous. I'm also very proud of myself. My first year I was not involved. I was going through a lot mentally, and again, completely new here. Then my second and my third year, which is now, I got really involved. So I went from knowing nobody, knowing nowhere around nothing around, and then now I can say I am so involved and I'm that girl. I have cultivated my program with the help of my student org team, and wow, just the effort and the passion that we have introduced and that we have cultivated my program is like incredible. So I couldn't have done it without the people I've met. Moving forward, how has my mental health been? A roller coaster. My mental health lately, from December to all the way to February, it was consistently bad. I was feeling depressed and anxious the entire 2 months. Now, those symptoms I experience on a daily basis, but it's like very up and down. But for 2 months straight, it's probably been more than that, but I just remember tracking it for 2 months straight. It was that. I talked to a professor who, again, really happy I had a conversation with her. She's a new professor that I've experienced. Just wanted to really find someone so that I could confide in. And so she's a grief counselor. And so I spoke with her because clearly one of the biggest impact that has caused my mental health to go down was the fact that I lost 2 people in my life within 1 month. And I've never experienced death within like a close family before. So that is all new to me. And also, as crazy as it sounds, I didn't have the time to really process my feelings because, again, this program and all my involvements keep me busy. So she described it as when my Nana passed away in October, which it makes 5 months now. That's crazy. I just had to pause right there. That's crazy. 5 months. Time goes by so fast. And it's still an adjustment to process the fact like she's just not with us anymore. And then the family friend that passed away a couple weeks after that, I don't even know how to really describe it. Hopefully you're able to see where I'm getting at. It was just like trauma after trauma. And when I came back from that whole family emergency and after my Nana passed away, I will say I was really appreciative of my school and my involvement to be very understanding, but I feel like I just kind of jumped right back into my life, you know, and I feel like I didn't really give myself that time to process. In fact, it was really hard to pull the emotions out of me. I was kind of like, why am I not crying? And so the way that my professor explained it to me, she said it's probably like a rubber band. You were definitely impacted by that, but you know, you came back and you just pressed play. And because you're so busy, it didn't give you that opportunity to really feel all those emotions. It was like a rubber band. And then boom, that rubber band took off. And 2 months later, in December of 2023, it all hit me. I was a mess. I was crying a lot. I was anxious. I was depressed. I had no motivation. I mean, I was dissociating while I was talking to clients. And everything around me is always about giving. My internship, I'm giving therapy. At my job, I am a counselor. I'm giving therapy. At school, we're learning how to be there for our clients and give therapy. Hello. Best way I've been describing is like I felt like I was in the middle of a circle. Every direction that I turned in that circle was like give. And I was the one that needed the receiving. So I felt really empty. I felt really dry. I felt really depressed. Like, ooh. Even right now talking about it, like I'm still going through those hard times. Just so many different layers on so many different, I don't even know. It's a lot. Yeah, so I'm trying to like understand it all, understand myself and my own mental health, and like try to navigate how to be a human, but also how to be a person that does many things and is needed by society and is needed by my peers and my involvements, and how to like balance all of that, you know? Like sometimes I'm even afraid to hang out with people or answer a phone call because, not gonna lie, even in my personal life, I feel like I attract a lot of people that just need to be heard. And I feel like what also doesn't help is I'm such a giving and such an available person for a lot of people and a lot of my involvement, and that's where I absolutely go wrong. Because I said this to me earlier and I was like, damn. Basically I said something along the lines of people need you. Oh, people think of you but they don't think of you. I'll say it again. People think of me, but they don't think of me. And that's honestly kind of how I feel. People think of, oh, Marissa's so involved in, she probably has the answers for that. Oh, let's hit up Marissa because she probably knows the answers to that. Oh, let's go hit up Marissa because she probably knows what to say when I'm feeling distressed. Oh, Marissa. But they're not, they're thinking of me to their own benefit for their own desires, but I don't really hear a lot of the time, hey Marissa, like, first off, how you doing? Like, I hope all is well. One thing about me, every time I text somebody, whether I just spoke to you last night or I haven't talked to you in a whole year, I always start with, hey, I hope all is well, how are you? Because it's be making me feel like I'm a robot. Like, people just kind of need me when it's beneficial for them. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone that I'm around or everyone that I talk to, but if you feeling offended, the shoe probably fits. I just feel that way. Like, everywhere I go, it's always extending a hand, and that's where I need to set those boundaries and not be so available and giving, because not everyone has the same heart as me, you know, and not everyone is thinking that way that I think about people. Also, please ask people around you, whether you're hitting them up to hang out or you're hitting them up to ask a question or need their advice, ask how they're doing, because when I see that sentence, it makes me so happy. It just makes me feel human. So yeah, there's so much about my mental health and my mental health disorders that I'm still trying to understand and also help Kenny understand, but it's also hard when you don't understand. So that's why I'm in therapy. If you want to hear more about my experience in therapy and tips that I have that I can provide, you know, share my experience of where I'm at, I'd be happy to do so. Yeah, so a lot of things stress me out, you know, adulting, imposter syndrome, the unknown, what's gonna happen tomorrow, my past, school, my job. But I will say this, ever since March started, which is it's March 14th right now, I've been feeling a lot better. I don't know if it's like the change in the weather. I don't know, because March is like also transitioning into spring soon, but my mental health does feel better, and I'm really, 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 really happy to say that. I like being outside. Like, I'm an outside person. I love nature. I love being in the sun. So I think that also helped too, that, you know, the sun's popping out and she's out here. It's just something different about this month. Like, I already been receiving a lot of blessings, and it's amazing to say. I was on the fence about sharing this because I also want to protect my privacy too, not overshare too much. But something else that's just been really stressing me out, that's also why I'm so fearful of post-graduation, is because I'm getting second thoughts about my future career as a social worker. I'm still very passionate about helping people. I'm clearly so good at it. I love the youth, but with everything that I've been going through these past 3 years, and something pretty much, in my opinion, happened in my job that was traumatizing for me, and that happened about a year ago, and what happened to me caused me to, in a way, lose that passion that I have, and it called me to want to pivot into another direction, not in social work, but a different career. And that's also what's stressing me out, but what is also making me so happy, because I'm finding so much more passion in that career, and I'm also having thoughts of how I can like integrate those two careers, social work and the other career that I'm thinking about or considering. And some doors have gotten already opened from that other career that I'm thinking about pivoting. So also why I'm so stressed, because I'm graduating with my master's degree in social work, and then about a year ago I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. So that's also why I'm stressed out, you know, because I'm like, do I even want to do social work anymore? Comment down below if anything that I'm saying is making sense, because I'm just like, does anyone else see why I'm so stressed? Like, does it make sense, or like, it's all in my head? Let's go on to the next topic, which is accomplishments. Well, I said I'll give you a love update, which is part of the accomplishment. So me and Kenny are still doing so good. So happy to say that. Marissa, rejoice in that. Like, rejoice in that, because the last thing that you need is to be having relationship problems. And girls, you're going through a toxic relationship or a situation right now. I was there too, and it's not worth it. One thing I can say right now, among many of the dating advice that I have, don't be having relationship problems with a situationship. Girl, no. Know your worth. If you also want a video on relationship advice and my experience in that, comment down below, because totally got that for y'all. But I can finally say I am in a healthy relationship. Oh my goodness, we're going on 3 years. That's the longest relationship I've ever been in. So excited. But yeah, so me and Kenny are doing good. We're doing great. We have some future plans, you know, hoping that we would be able to do this year, and I'm confident that we will. And we're really excited. Our family's coming. His mom's coming too. So really excited about that. And on my graduation day, and yeah, we're doing really, really good. I love that man, and I know him, and he annoys me too. So it's like, great. All right. So other than that big accomplishment that I can say is I'm finally making friends here in LA. I hate that it takes me to meet friends, like, as I'm soon going to be closing this chapter at USC. But hey, at least I made friends. That was one of my biggest things. I was really honestly depressed about my first year, was because again, I felt so isolated. I knew nobody. I tried to make conversations with people in my program and it just didn't really work out. Yeah, my program is also something that stresses me out too. So I'm not gonna lie, I had a really hard time making connections and really hard time making friends in my program because I felt like I was just different than them. I don't know if people in my program are very introverted and I'm like the only few ones that are extroverted, but like I had to question myself. I was like, do I smell or something? But I'm finally making friends. A lot of them are USC alumni, which I was like, that is so funny because they don't even go there anymore. But shout out to those girls because they have taught me so much. I honestly feel so inspired by those badasses, and I'm glad that I'm making friends that are USC alumni because they can help me in my experience as post-graduation. So that just reminds me, I should hit them up. Another accomplishment is I've just done so much, within my program. And again, I went from being not involved to intensely and actively involved that I wasn't sure if I was gonna say this, but I've been nominated up to 2 awards. One of them is pending, but the other one is official. And I was nominated by my favorite professor ever. I'm not sure if he is comfortable with his name being known, but I identified his gender. So he nominated me that award, and so much love for him. I didn't make a lot of friends in my program, but I sure did make a professor my friend or a mentor, right? So he nominated me an award, and that award is coming up soon. So I'm really excited. I'm just like, oh my goodness, the impact I'm making in California, the impact I'm making in my school. I'm just like, this was exactly what I needed because I work so hard. Not just with my grades, but with I put 110 into everything. And that's also why I stress myself out because I just give too much. It all works out when God is able to, acknowledge my hard works, and other people are able to see that as well. So really excited, really super thankful. And yes, another success is I can say that I do have a job opportunity lined up already, which at least I'll know what I'm doing post-graduation, but there's still so many steps that I need to take to get, to start that. So I know I'm stressing out so much, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to feel, I don't know what's gonna happen. Things are making sense, and that's why I'm in a really conflicting area. I'm living my dream. I'm in the heart of LA, attending my dream school, finally meeting people in a healthy relationship, but things can still be really tough. The pieces are coming together, but very slowly. Yeah, I have 2 goals that I'm not comfortable sharing with yet because I want them to be at least solidified, or at least brainstormed and planned out. But these 2 big goals are goals that I've been waiting for so long. So praying to God, gonna keep working hard that they work out and that it happens this year in 2024. The other big announcement, which this is the last thing I probably will say before I close out the video. Let me take a deep breath because it happened just today, and I need to practice praising and reflecting on that. This is why I'm making this video. So if you recall, if you watched me and Kenny's YouTube channel at Risa and Ken, you've probably heard in the week of my life as a grad student what I shared about when I was going through this court issue. And I probably talked about it in another video on this channel too. This court issue I was going through was also another big stressor in my life that was going on for 2 years of my grad school. This is the first year that I haven't had to deal with it. But all of my first and all of my second year, I was stressed with so much that I mentioned that court case was also the biggest factor in my life that was weighing down my mental health. It was back-to-back court cases and hearings I had to do. It would have been in person, but I'm not in Massachusetts anymore. Yeah, girl, I was just going through a lot. Grad school, court, internship, dancing, president, and a human. So many different roles I was playing and so many just areas of stress. And if court is extremely stressful. It took so much of my time and my energy that I had to not show up to class because I had to accommodate those hearings. And get this, I had to also consider the fact that there's a time difference as well. And in those court cases, like, it's just an ongoing stress. You have stress because you're stressing about it, and then you're stressed because you have a hearing the day of, and then afterwards it's stress, and then you're also anticipating the result. It's just stress. And if you know, a lot of times, depending on your court case, a lot of it probably considers money being taken away from you. And get this, I didn't even do anything wrong. That was what also was stressing me out too. Is like, I didn't do anything wrong, so it felt like a waste of my time. But it's also what I did find comfort in, that, girl, I didn't do nothing wrong, so what is there to be afraid of? But still, it's just so stressful. For 2 years this was going on, and I kept getting myself in a rabbit hole because I didn't know what to do. All I did was just did my best and showed up to every hearing, but it just so happened that I just kept finding myself in more trouble and more investigation. I could go on about this experience. Once again, comment down below if you want to hear more about that, because I'm telling you, a lot of the topics that I'm saying has its own story, own video for itself. Nonetheless, I can finally say that as of March 14th, 2023, I heard back from them today, and the case is closed. The X amount of money they demanded me to owe them is canceled. It is waived. The court case is done. It is finished. I didn't even have any lawyer, any attorney. I couldn't afford that, didn't have time. I was basically my own lawyer and my own attorney, and obviously God is that as well. I'm so excited to say that it is done, it's finished. I don't have to worry about that anymore, but it was definitely something in my life that stressed me out so much. I am still in shock that we are past that. Praise God. To end out this video, I probably overwhelmed you a lot because I shared a lot. I didn't even share it all, but I did share a lot, and it's probably hard to follow through with me. But if you are also going through so many different things right now and it's really overwhelming, the same it's overwhelming for me, let me tell you that it's gonna take time, but whatever higher power that you believe in, pray. I don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I understand that. I think we're all in the same area in our lives, that we don't really have it all figured out, and we're not supposed to. And I'm a living testimony that it will work out. Even though there's so many things I'm still stressing about, it will really work out. Just wow. Yeah, it will make sense. Like, again, I said this earlier, but the puzzle pieces are coming together. It's so therapeutic to put them together. I don't see the entire picture yet. I'm only 25, but I can't wait till I'm at least able to put a lot of the puzzle pieces together and be like, wow, so that's why that happened, and that's why I didn't get that, but that's why I did get that. That's why this person came into my life. That's why that person left my life. That's why this opportunity happened. That's why that didn't. Like, it will make sense. And even with this puzzle pieces that I have right now at 25, I'm putting some of them together, and I am able to see, like, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy. Like, things are making sense. Not all of it. It will make sense, and it's starting to make sense, and can't wait till it makes sense. Life is weird, man. Life is crazy. It really is a journey. Well, that's about it. Obviously, like I said, there's more, but you know, privacy is key. Thank you so much for watching this. If you watched the entire thing, I honestly have so much love for you. Please like and comment and subscribe. Show the love. Let's connect together. Let's do this thing called life. And yeah, stay tuned for more of my journey, and I can't wait to hear about your journey as well. Oh, this felt even good to share. I feel like I got a lot off my chest. All right, y'all, take care. God bless. Bye.